So everybody loves wedge-tailed eagles, or do they? Sadly, direct persecution still continues to be a bit of a problem in this day and age. These birds are strictly protected under the Wildlife Act of 1975. We need to have appropriate permits and licenses to keep these birds and to utilise them for education. They are strictly protected by law, but persecution does occur. And in recent years we've seen some horrible cases of wedge-tailed eagles being shot and poisoned, particularly in agricultural areas. Part of what gets them into trouble, I suppose, is their predatory nature, and also the fact that they love to eat carrion. Dead animals on the ground are a favourite meal for a wedge-tailed eagle. So a dead rabbit on the road, a dead sheep in a paddock, very, very attractive. They don't have to hunt it. Very low energy expenditure, very low effort, but they get a big reward. So of course they're going to be very attracted to eating carrion, and they do love to be a bit of a clean-up service around farms. Now, there are reports of wedge-tailed eagles taking lambs, and I'm not going to say that that doesn't occur from time to time. You do get the odd young bird that will take a lamb, but it seems that reports of wedge-tailed eagles taking lambs are more frequent than eyewitness accounts of wedge-tailed eagles taking lambs. So in general terms, I'd say more likely a weak or dying lamb, or a lamb that's been the victim of a fox or disease or cold weather, is then fed upon by a carrion-eating wedge-tailed eagle. When the farmer sees this, it's a natural assumption to think that the eagle has done the damage, but it's not necessarily the case. The birds that are likely to take a lamb are more likely to be vagrant juveniles that haven't developed good hunting strategies. And if you have a nesting pair of wedge-tailed eagles on a farm, they'll keep those birds away. So they actually drive away those young vagrant eagles that are likely to cause the damage. So they can be a friend to the farmer. They can actually have a protective effect on the flock, and they are the clean-up brigade. And their very favourite food of all is rabbits. They love the taste of rabbit. Also, a little known fact, they love the taste of fox. So fox cubs are definitely part of the prey of wedge-tailed eagles. So this, make no mistake, can be the farmer's friend. And it also pays to remember, of course, they're strictly protected by law. So I hope you've enjoyed our little video about wedge-tailed eagles. And if you want to help to look after wedge-tailed eagles, the best way of doing that, of course, as always, is to protect the habitat on which they depend. And that habitat is the countryside they share with us. So anything you can do to get involved in conservation, joining a land care group, or reducing your footprint on the natural environment around you is going to help these magnificent animals. They live cheek by jowl with an ever-increasing human population. And as we put more and more pressure on that environment around us, then it is going to become more and more unsuitable for these magnificent birds, and the threats that they face are going to become ever greater. So look after the environment, and you'll be looking after wedge-tailed eagles, because it'd be a very, very sad world without these magnificent birds in it. Come on a branch? You've had enough. You're bored now, aren't you? Here you go. I know, can you turn it off? It's the red button. Just hit the red button with your beak. I'll do it then.